Is that for real?
Yeah.
And action.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you start this one.
Hey!
You started because you had an idea how you wanted to get into this.
Okay.
Hey, Dustin here from the Linehaul Summit with a couple of my buddies that track me. Sorry.
Hey, I'm Christian.
That's perfect. But keep going. It wasn't good. It's my job doing my intro. Hold on. Hold on. Don't start it just yet.
Okay, go. Roll. Let me know when we're good to go. Let me know when
Should
we're
we
good to
stand
go.
for this?
We got Rick, we got Christian, and we're here with Dustin.
Hello.
Dustin,
What up, Dustin? Why the hell can't I get more money for trucks? I'm trying to grow. I want to grow. Can I get some money?
Yeah, those are questions we get every day, especially when guys are newer or brand new, no days in business. How does that happen, and how am I allowed to do that without spending all my money up front? What I can tell you is that there are situations and partners that we use at TransUS Solutions that will allow you to get in for as little to no money down as we can afford.
Save that cash. That's great.
And that would be dependent per deal on the credit profile, the type of trucks you need, and then of course what type of structure you guys want to go with. And that's where we really we're specialized in what trucks you're using, and then pairing that with the finance product that you guys need to help moving your business forward and not handcuffing you with having to come out of pocket with a bunch of capital.
Yeah. So that huge deal, right? I'm a new contractor. I just spent a bunch of money on purchasing that contract. I'm looking at trucks, having to take them on, and I'm starting to get worried, right? Is my cash balance going to get depleted? So I can come to you. You reduce my cost burden. You get to finance it, spread the cost out.
Reducing the cost burden, I don't know if I can speak to that, but we're a relationship company. So we're not going to look at it transactionally. We're going to look at it as an opportunity to help you today if it makes sense for you and for us. But we're also looking for that partnership down the road so that when the time comes, you guys aren't spinning your wheels trying to find the truck, trying to find the financing. You already know who to call. Because we work autonomously with the dealers and the lenders that we have. So I'm not stuck to one lending product or to one type of truck or one dealer. I can use everyone off of one another to find you the best product.
Do you work with just FedEx Contractors, or do you work with anyone who's trying to finance?
FedEx Ground is about 90% of what we do.
So obviously, Linehaul Solutions, we're working with brand new contractors, people who have started, for the most part, brand new TSPs. What is your lending profile when it comes to like those brand new contractors? Are you willing to work with people who have just started their business?
Yeah, all the time. We've really come into that in the last 3 years. I'd say that the year and a half before COVID was when that became like a thing, where more business-oriented men and women were getting into the FedEx Ground space without much trucking background. That was harder to do just because FedEx had a hard time approving those transactions. But that's kind of the norm now. So it's easy for us with the right credit profile and the right information to lend on multiple units for a guy that literally hasn't put a mile on the road for FedEx Ground, but his finances and his history back up that risk. But every situation is different. I don't care. You might hear it 10 different ways, and that's for a reason. Every deal is different, and we treat every deal differently depending on the need and the client.
I'm looking to finance a truck.
Okay.
What's our conversation look like?
I'm going to ask you where you're contracting out of, how long you've been in business, what have you typically done in the past. For this, if you're newer, since we're speaking on the new contractor, I'm going to ask you what you've been up to and why would it make sense for us to partner, one, and two, how can I help you knowing what it is you need? And more times than not, it really boils down to money out of pocket.
Yeah.
So again, we've got lenders that'll work with no money out of pocket up to 20% down the first couple go-arounds. And it's not, really at the end of the day, it's just to help us get secure to start that relationship. And then once you have 2 years in business, the money out of pocket requirement goes away. In some cases, it's a little less, but I'd say the standard would be 2 years.
Is there anything that a new business owner, if they know they want to get into FedEx Linehaul, they know they're going to spend some money, they need trucks, that they can do to prepare themselves to look better to your lenders?
Yeah, I would say have a pro forma in place, have something that shows the potential profitability of the business that you're getting into, have your purchase agreement and the money that you use to get in hand on hand so that when that's requested, it's expected. In some cases, a copy of the contract and then personal information. We have to know who we're dealing with. You know, there was a time where it was easy to get a lot of money for newer contractors or guys who had a good background, if you will, financially. Today, it's harder. So the banks are asking for more info. And that includes, at times, personal financial statements, personal banks, personal tax returns. But again, that is all going to be dependent on what the need is. If you just came in, you bought 5 runs and that all had leases, right? Operating leases where the trucks aren't going with the runs. You're going to need 5 trucks, which could equate to $700,000. We're going to want to know who wants to borrow $700,000.
Okay. If people want to reach out to you, how can they get in contact? And should they be afraid to reach out?
I am.
So TransUS Solutions is the name of the business. We do have a website. I wish I had the 800 number. Anna and Brittany are going to kill me for not remembering the 800 number.
We'll put it right here over here.
Yeah,
and
perfect.
everybody, you know that you can reach out here. Just point up, right here. Awesome, man.
But yeah, get in touch with us. And one of us, we're a smaller shop, but we keep it that way. We're not a marketing company, so we're not going to get your information and blast you with, thousands of emails and phone calls to check in on how you're doing. When there's a need, we know you know where to go. And what we get to demonstrate each time is that it's definitely more of a consultative approach. So you'll walk away from that conversation feeling like you know more than you did, and yet handled in a manner that's respectful and informative. Partnerships start with that kind of interaction, and yeah, I think that's kind of gone by the wayside lately. So
for sure, man. Always stay in touch. Thank you. Be hitting you up.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Pleasure.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
Dustin. Thanks,
Thanks,
brother.
brother. Yeah.